I'll extend my hand slowly and say Alden and offer a handshaking gesture.
But my life, you make him one name. She takes your hand and shakes it and says, Sasha.
Hi, Sasha. Do you want to play?
Okay. Mom always said don't talk to strangers.
Ah, Mom's wise. That was a lovely song, though.
It's just a song.
Well, I don't sing, so it's pretty fascinating for me. I will turn back and look at the others and just sort of shrug.
That look of, okay, now what?
Ansel gives a go on movement.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving the very quiet thumbs up.
What's a loud thumbs up?
Just like the very, like, not big major movement. Just, very subtle.
Who's your mom? This is getting really awkward. So I'm looking really awkward.
Yeah, it's getting really awkward, and I'm trying. There's a name that I actually have to find now because fuck my life.
I'm so sure you hate me. I think this is like the 6th name I've made you drag out.
And if you have not,
the problem is most of the names actually are given. I just have to go and fucking find them. Her name is Marta.
That's a lovely name. I'd love to meet her sometime. What do you guys? Other than playing, what are you guys up to?
We just play.
It's Sunday, right?
It's
Saturday.
But yeah.
Oh, well, then no school. I have nothing to talk to these people about. What do you guys want?
Yeah, you know, kind of awkwardly this one.
Yeah, I'd honestly just say.
Ansel did try to ask them where they learned the song. Hint, hint.
so did Alex.
Yeah, but they're not talking to you two, are they?
I know.
No, that's more of a hint, hint for the halfling.
They speak common.
I will.
Yeah, they're speaking in common to all of them.
For girls?
Yeah.
No boys.
Yeah, it's all girls.
The moment Siri's making move, I'm just like, no, please don't, please don't.
I'll turn back again.
Sarah's gonna ignore the boys and smile at the girls.
Okay.
Ansel makes a few gestures, like song, like blah blah blah.
Oh, okay, I'm sitting 5 feet away from you. I want you to gesture song to me.
Yeah.
The look back was a fake out.
I want to see what this gesture is.
Yeah. Really.
I'm too drunk is her response to that one.
Yeah.
I'll turn around and just say, my friends understood the song, and I guess I'm just curious as to where you learned it.
Joe, you let him out real quick, please.
They look confused for a moment, and then just sort of say, well, it's the song we've always sung. Forever.
Oh.
Siri looks down at them and smiles and says, what other games do young ladies play in this area?
I'll turn around and say, this is my friend Siri.
One looks up and up.
I look up too.
Like, yeah, it's one of those I have to tilt my neck moments, and say, well, hopscotch and stick racing and things like that.
Would you like to play a game with us? We can play stick racing, I bet.
I'm sure you're very good at the stick racing.
I don't know about this.
Sure. We'll have to find sticks.
Siri the diplomat. I try and give a high five.
Low five.
That's gonna be an acrobatics check for you. Because you gotta jump like nobody's business to get up that high, my friend.
Yeah.
Would I be able, I assume this is the knowledge we've already made, that this is a local song and not necessarily a regional song?
I'm guessing you're asking them at this
Yes.
point. Well, always around here. Yeah. I mean, I don't know any other songs.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, I'm not saying this to them. I'm asking the DM, like, as somebody who has lived in this nation,
Hmm.
albeit didn't have the most normal childhood. Um,
You haven't heard this song before.
okay, that's what I was looking for.
When you're done playing with the key.
Well, I have a feeling that if I say I'm going to leave and let them play sticks, it's not going to go well. So now I guess I'm
For
resigned.
no, girls like to hang and chill together.
How about, can I do a sense motive to see if proposing leaving them would cause worry?
What do you propose? We mean propose leaving
Sense motive wouldn't do.
Sense motive will give me a vibe if they are afraid of you or if they're completely comfortable with you.
Right.
So that's what I'd like to check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gathering sticks with them.
Okay.
Well, shoot, if they're gathering sticks, I'll just assume that everything's fine.
Yeah. Alex and Ansel give me wisdom checks.
Oh God.
Well.
Okay.
Okay. Alden, where's
Yeah,
your
are the-
sense motive?
Do any of the girls ask questions about like my weapons, my armor, anything?
They're definitely more nervous around the very visibly armed one.
Right.
But they're not, going to. They're not overly social.
Right. Well, Syria tells stories of her childhood running and playing certain, similar games.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You've got to be careful when Siri starts telling stories to children.
The greatest.
Yeah. That might intimidate them beyond all reason.
No, she tells like stories of chasing and running games and similar to probably the stick taggy games and hide and seek and find this, that, or the other sort of thing.
And beat the nerd.
Yeah,
Right.
beat the nerd.
Wait
a minute, we never played Beat the Nerd.
Sure, it sounds like.
Sounds like a
We
barbarian.
didn't have to. We just looked at them and they beat themselves.
There probably weren't any nerds in the barbarian tribes, to be honest with you.
If I actually hear this, because I assume we're kind of, muttering about this.
Yeah, you're sort of around the area.
I'm just kind of face palming.
Yeah. So, Chris, I need a sense motive check from you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think that was happening. Hold on.
Ansel, the girls said the song's been around forever. These girls aren't more than 14 years old. So, the definition of forever might not be.
Did your
Forever?
mom sing the song?
Yeah.
So seriously,
obviously
more like
never heard it.
they seem really excited about this song of your guys's. Did even your mom sing it?
It's always been the song around here.
Seems to scare some people.
Yeah, I mean, the girls are obviously still rather nervous.
Mhm.
Ansel looks at Alex because I'm sure they're close together. Forever? Or since
The fire.
the fire?
I want to look
That's immediately
around.
where my mind went with this.
Yeah.
Is anyone? I want to look around and see if anyone else is observing this.
So you've sort of moved down past L at this point because you went to go get some sticks, so you're down by the trees, right?
Yeah.
So you sort of come down here. There is a man watching you from L.
I figured.
All I'm gonna say, just kind of loud enough, is when I used to play that game, we then had to jump out the spelling of the name.
They pause. What name?
What game?
Jump rope.
Apparently, he used to jump rope, given his stature and musculature, it fits. And he just grins. Because he's a...
You're going to separate over to L. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
So do we
it's not-
start playing the
it's not a
game with the
malicious
girls?
No.
kind of a teasing grin.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, basically what they're gonna do is they're gonna get sticks. They're gonna go over to the bridge over here,
Uh-huh.
and basically they're gonna play poo sticks. It's throw the stick in the water and see who would just come out first.
And so my only response is there wasn't much for my sister and I to do as kids.
Poor thing.
Meanwhile, Alton has gone over to L.
We're apparently on the bridge throwing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm standing to the side.
Since Siri is standing on the bridge with the children, throwing sticks in the water and watching where they go, and doing the whole run to one side, throw a stick in the water, run to the other side, wait to see what comes out.
Yeah. Basically being a big kid
It's
and
probably
letting them
rather
do
weird.
that. Just
She's with her own people.
huge.
Probably.
People her own age.
Mhm.
Hey.
I say this very quietly.
Ansel and Alex are like right over here.
We're just being
kinda-
snarky.
Yeah, they're the adults in the group, just sort of watching with their arms folded. Alden has gone over to L. Okay, so
I want to
this
play PUBG one day.
I know
this,
you do.
this building is marked as the
Soon.
Unfurling Scroll, which in big, like
If we
Fancy-
can't find
fancy
one
font.
that
It's-
you
it's-
can play with your other nerd friends.
You guys
It's in-
didn't hear that by any chance, did you?
Oh, yes, we did.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Your mic's picking up everything that's going on in that room.
Pretty sure that was the sound of Siri with the sticks.
Yeah.
I'm doing it to be facetious.
Yeah.
And to see if you're paying attention.
So
Okay, so somebody's going to definitely try to get a headset mic.
so
Hey, I have no job and I'm broke.
so
I have a headset.
Alden's going over to the Unfurling Scroll. It's got a sign over the door in very fancy font. And the man that has been sort of watching from a window sort of wanders over the door as you approach and greets you at the door.
Yep, I'll wave and say hello.
Hello. He seems cautious.
Understandable.
Hmm.
It's a mighty fine shop you've got. Do you mind if I come inside?
No. He sort of, straightens himself up. Yeah, well, yes, all right. And he lets you in. He's sort of he's a human, older looking. And he lets you into the building, which has sort of a hallway running down the middle of it. And he indicates to the first door on the left, which is where there's another sign that says the Unfurling Scroll on the next to the door, right?
Oh, right. Okay. So I'll
So,
head that way,
You
obviously.
head inside, and it's a shop basically. There's a couple of, they're not book racks, but they're scroll racks, kind of like a donut shop sort of layout, like almost trays sitting in a rack. And so he's got, it looks like rolled up paper in the racks.
I'll look around. Do I discern any of them just on general sight?
Well, there's a couple of that he's got labeled, but
That's fine.
I'll
I
give
was
him
just,
for
I
something.
wanted to make it look like I wasn't gonna immediately go and analyze all this stuff. I'll look around and say nice, and then I'll say apologies about that outside. We were walking to your lovely shop and overheard some singing, and admittedly, I don't know much more than that other than watching some games be played, but just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
And he wanders. He's wandered behind the counter, as it were. So he's doing his shopkeeper thing at this point, basically. Yes, the girls they aren't in the school, but they still have to learn.
Are they locals around here?
Yes. Their mother runs the general store.
One pause for a note. Oh, that's nice. I like the general store. This store looks great too.
Yes, well, he's sort of looking around, wistfully at his own shop. And yes, well,
Have you had much business lately?
well, not not a whole lot. Not that much call for a wizard anymore. At least here, unless it's to help grow crops.
Of course, of course. How about any divine scrolls by chance? Any
He pauses and then sort of, let's see. I think there was and he sort of wanders over to one of the racks and starts pushing papers around, for lack of a better word. Is there something you're looking for in particular?
not really. I just wanted to I would perhaps look at perhaps some healing scrolls, things I
Ah,
can maybe help the temple with.
yes. The temple, they often have things of their own for sale. He he digs through and sort of he can produce a couple of scrolls depending on what you're actually looking for.
Yeah. The problem is I don't know if, considering I was just talked to about money, I don't know if I'm actually going to spend any. I will look and assume that they're all just the level 1, some of the more generic level 1
There's
scrolls.
some level 1s. There's a couple of level 2s in there. Maybe one level 3, but
Wow.
you're not going to be able to cast those.
Exactly. I'm going to take a quick peek at my actual money.
And keep in mind how much a scroll costs, because
Yeah, I'm aware. You can secretly see a hidden tear rolling down his face.
yeah, I know. But once you get to Lepidstadt in a month, you'll have
Oh man,
100
I
platinum.
wrote that in my journal and I got excited. I will not buy anything, but I'll just make small talk about how beneficial the shop is as a whole.
Okay, and so you give me a diplomacy check just to sort of see how. You can't really screw this up. It's just a question of how much you get out of him, as it were.
I'm really hoping one of these goes well.
That's not going well.
No.
You. This is again, you can't fail this one, so it's just a question of you don't get much out of him. He mentions that he runs the school here as well.
I will take. I don't even know how to ask. I guess I will look for some arcane spells just to see what they have and see if other people might be interested in them. But otherwise, again, I won't buy anything. And then I will actually before I leave, I'll inquire as to the hallway and are there other shops in here?
No other shops. I ran the school out of the. And he sort of gestures vaguely down the hallway. Down there, and of course, I live here as well.
Wait, is this Mr. Gorovan?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. I'd heard about you before. You have quite a history. Well, not necessarily quite a history, but I'd love to hear about it.
Well, I could regale you with a tale or two, perhaps. I'm gonna
Yeah.
back away from that conversation real fast. Yeah, because that one's gonna last a while. Meanwhile, what's going back on over here near the bridge? Siri's playing
Yeah.
acoustics.
Yeah, Siri's playing with the girls, and Alex and Ansel are attempting to figure something out while that was all going on.
Yeah, and as they're sort of playing, they sort of relax more and more, and they get more comfortable with just having fun.
Well, and I think that when they start to trust, knowing kids, like I know kids, that
Mhm.
they know everything that's going on,
Yeah.
all the little local gossip, history, things that they're not supposed to know.
Um. Okay, so give me diplomacy. Let's just sort of see how you.
Everyone get ready to laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, I have diplomacy.
Yeah, so did our monk in one game, and that didn't go well.
Yeah.
You
That
got a natural one on that.
sent the kids screaming.
Oh,
That one
great.
did.
That goes well.
You don't really get anything out of them. They're pretty. I mean, they're relaxing with you, but they're still pretty tight-lipped when it comes to
Right.
you're not from here. It's Mama said
So,
we shouldn't say anything.
Ansel looks at Alex. Should we attempt to maybe bribe them with food?
Do we have
Girls
candy?
like candy, right?
I assume as much. Candy and flowers and pretty things.
They're a little young to like flowers, I think.
I don't know. My sister loved flowers their age.
I don't love fucking pillows over my face, so, um,
That just sounds
mm.
uncomfortable.
So he kind of raises a hand and kind of like waves towards Siri, calling out, "We're thinking of going to get a small snack, maybe something sweet. Do you and your friends want to come?"
Siri looks at the girls. Do you want to go? Are y'all hungry? I'm hungry. I could eat.
I like how Ansel just managed to lump Siri into the group of of schoolgirls there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
She
see.
frolics.
Should I
Yeah.
roll something? Or...
At this
Uh,
point, I am slightly backing away from Ansel with that. Wait,
Yeah,
at
we're
this
not totally. If anybody gets out a little piping thing going on, we're doomed.
at this point, one of the girls suddenly sort of looks upward toward the. Let's see, what time of day is it?
noonish. No,
Yeah,
morning.
sort of it's the morning-ish. So she looks to the east and sort of we should go. Mom wants us home.
Well, I really enjoyed playing with you guys. You guys are really nice. Perhaps we can throw sticks into the river again someday.
Yeah, we should do that.
I mentioned I hate girls, and he just kind of sidelong looks at Alex.
And so they
Don't look
sort
at
of
me.
gather themselves up and sort of start heading uh, northwest around that hook sort of thing.
As I'm waving and kind of whispering to Ansel, because we're totally not looking like creepers now to the entire village.
Theoretically, I was talking to Siri, and he just kind of points at Siri.
You were trying to lure little children with candy.
I said sweets, and I asked if Siri wanted to come with her friends. That's all.
You guys creeped me out. That's why I went into the shop. That was a joke. Sorry.
Speaking of the children, or the child.
Like, who are all leaving?
No, I'm looking specifically at the halfling.
I'm
Thank you.
inside. You can't see me.
Oh, he's not here.
The halfling's gone inside the building. marked
Speaking of
L,
the child, I mean, Mr. Highhill.
and you like
Where
look around.
Did
he's
he
not
go?
there.
I don't know, but we're going to go north to the farm over there.
I was
get
actually
her
heading in
to-
here.
All right, well, I'm going to take her and go get some of her pent up energy up.
Oh, thank goodness.
What, poo sticks wasn't enough for you?
The best.
Okay, so Ansel and Siri go off to work on the fields again. Alex, you head inside. What are you doing?
Looking around the shop, not using any magical stuff.
Scrolls, couple of wands laying around.
Can't afford a damn bit of it, goddamn it, the inheritance. Those are the words that come straight out of my mouth before I can stop them.
And that sort of gets a eyebrow arch from the old man behind the counter.
Oh, hey, Alex, welcome.
There you are, Mr. Underhill. I was looking for you.
Have you met
High Hill.
by that name, Mr. Gorovan? And I gesture to the shopkeep.
It is a pleasure to meet you, and I, give a hand and kind of half bow, very gentlemanly thing.
I'm just gonna say, Alex, you went off to frickin' Middle Earth there for a minute.
With the what?
His name is High Hill, not
Did I say
Underhill.
Underhill?
I tried
Hi,
to play it off.
Under.
I tried.
I'm sorry.
Suddenly Frodo shows up. What?
Sorry.
And over the hill and under the hill
Well,
and
we already had the one reference. One does not simply stop being one.
That's true. Yeah, we're batting 1,000 there. Sorry, what was going on?
I was introducing myself as
Yes.
simply
okay.
Alex.
And he sort of shakes your hand. Excuse me.
A dabbler, we'll say.
You know. He squints at you a little bit.
Yes, I spent some time at the University of Lepperstadt.
Ah, yes. Busy place, that. Busy.
Very.
What brings you to Ravengrove?
Actually, the good doctor.
Yes. He was... didn't see him much around here. He was more about the older things, not the younger.
Begging your pardon?
He preferred his books and ruins and such.
He seemed overly interested in the runes. Any in particular?
I don't know what he studied in particular. He kept mostly to himself. But, things in this town get around.
I can only imagine that they do.
Not much to do here, you see, and farming and such, but, well, talking.
Of course. And you, sir, are, from the looks of it, quite well off within these. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. Have more than just a faint understanding of the world behind the veil.
Well, yes, of course. What I did. These the common folk around here, they know not of magic, but that is why I am here to teach them, you see.
Teach them?
Yes,
I'll actually raise an eyebrow to that as well.
and they all have to learn, well, not all of them, but those that I can teach, I teach, yes.
Well, that's fascinating.
Do you have any students?
Yes. Some of the local folk, the children, they come here to learn, the basics, of course, writing, reading, and such things.
Nothing more advanced as the art.
Oh, well, no, they don't have the talent for it.
Have you been busy? I can only imagine a shop dedicated to such sundries would fare better in a perhaps larger location.
Well, not.
I don't mean to be offensive when I say that.
Yeah, it's not that busy, but I make do. And you're smart enough. If the magic shop was making him enough money, he wouldn't be running the school. The school ain't free.
I wasn't aware. Okay, I follow now. Okay. Do you mind if I at least look around for a little bit? It's nice to be in a place such as this.
Shops, yeah. He sort of indicates around the room. It's like, not much more to see.
Well, honestly, I'm just kind of taking a look.
Okay, if you want to look around the shop, I mean, it's pretty much, it's all magical stuff, obviously. Scrolls, a couple of wands, book here and there.
And as I'm going through this, I'm just asking very basic questions about the town, the history, kind of slowly working my way towards talk of Harrowstone.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy. Let's see how well you chat the man up.
Really well.
Really well. So he's fine with discussing sort of what he knows of the town's history, but he's only been here for the last 20 years or so. So his local history isn't particularly strong.
So on some level, you're a bit of an outsider like we are.
Well, I suppose somewhat, yes.
It's comforting to meet another stranger in strange lands.
Well, from what I've heard, everyone here is, well,
Everyone here is.
from what I recall in the history books, the town is not that old. It's not like it has been here since antiquity.
True enough. True enough. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
Yes.
And I just kind of slowly work my way out.
Okay, Alden, are you going with him, or are you
Yeah,
sticking
no,
around? Or?
no, I would have left.
Okay. What next, fellas?
Well, that was far less fruitful than I had hoped.
How did it go with the girls? Wow.
I just kind of bite my tongue for a moment. Ansel tried to lure them away with talk of sweets.
I just sigh. On the bright side, we did learn that their mother runs the general store. So if you guys are more interested in whatever occurred, we could try there.
That is a thought. By the way, I think it's just the two of us.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
This is one of the few conversations I have where I don't have to question if I'm going to get hit, thrown, or otherwise stomped on.
You don't trust I'm not going to hit you?
So far, you haven't.
This sounds wrong.
It does, doesn't it?
Is this just because I can't pick you up?
You see a smile on his face, and he says, "You're more than welcome to try."
And with that, I'm walking off towards the general store.
Okay, you're headed off to the general store. Alden, where are you going?
I'm following him to the general store.
Okay, everyone goes to the general store. You wander to the general store. The general store is the general store.
I wave.
It is the way it was described the last time.
I'll wave back at the shopkeep and say hello again.
He nods. Hello again.
Well, you just seem to know everyone here.
I give like this weird look, and then do I know his name?
No. I don't think. Do you?
Yeah, it was the.
Did he introduce himself?
Yes, you did.
Oh, right. Yes, this is the one you did introduce you to. This is Lefko. And silence.
Does your
Sorry, taking
place
notes.
happen to be around?
Terry's just gonna look around, see if there's
Actually,
any.
what am I thinking?
Tyrion and Ansel are off working.
Oh, that's right. We're off working. I forgot.
Yeah.
We're chasing horses today.
I
Yeah.
will go ahead and
Okay,
do that.
we're corralling horses today.
Selling horses.
Alden?
I'll walk up to Lesko and just say, we were walking by and heard some songs sung earlier, and I came to learn they were potentially taught it by Marta. Is she around?
He sort of. He looks. He's cautious again. He this statement has set him on guard a bit. Marta? Yes, she's. Well. She's here. Why?
I assume I see that.
Yeah, it doesn't take a sense motive to. he's very guarded when you start talking about Marta.
So I'll jump back and I'll just be, oh no, I'm sorry. I just
I'm a studier of stories and a chronicler of sorts. It just piqued my interest and I was hoping to find some more information about it.
That is either a diplomacy.
That is
or
absolutely a bluff.
It's either diplomacy or a bluff. One of the two.
That is a terrible bluff.
That is a terrible bluff, but he is worse. He rolled a 2.
Wow.
So did I. Well, no, I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3, and yeah, he doesn't have a plus in that. So, yeah, he kind of looks at you for a moment. And, I see, and you heard singing. And that
Yes,
brought you here.
a bit of a nursery rhyme of sort. The girls, the little young ones were playing jump rope, I believe. I'm trying to remember how the song went. Something about sturges and something tricksy.
He looks very much not happy with you bringing that subject up.
Is everything all right, sir?
How'd
I
it come?
did not mean to offend.
I think you'd best stay away from my daughters.
Understood, sir. Wasn't intending to do anything.
We apologize. Well, thank you very much. We'll certainly be taking advice and stepping out. Thank you.
He sort of warily looks at you as you retreat.
Well, that pretty much went great.
Yeah,
I pull out a little pen and mark off a name of people that might actually find me friendly.
Can Ansel roll something while they're working to maybe talk and see if there's any information about the story?
Give me a minute. Okay, so what are you two gonna do for the rest of the day? Let's sort of wrap this up because it is 11 o'clock now. So let's decide on an action for the rest of the day.
I assume I got everything I could out of the townhouse for now.
Not necessarily.
Do you want to take a better shot than I have, and I'll go back to the books at the house?
I'm drawing a blank. When do we visit the townhouse?
Town hall.
Oh, the town hall. You think? Yeah, I'll stop by again. That's where I'll spend my time.
And I'm actually not going home. I'm going to the monument.
Okay, what are you doing there?
Just taking a look around, seeing if things have been cleaned up.
It has been cleaned up. The statue is the statue again. It's there's no splotches on it anywhere.
Okay. Heading home. Hitting the books.
Okay, you're gonna hit.
Really
the
not
books
sure
as
what to do.
well. So what are you researching, Alden?
I'm curious about the time frame around the last election, which was what 10 years ago. So records from around 10 years ago, specifically about maybe why the last councilman either stepped down, died, etc.
Okay, and that would be knowledge, history, or local. Alex, what are you researching?
Seeing if I can find anything on this. Oh, what is the family name? Hawkran.
Okay, let me consider that research about Harrowstone. Again, knowledge or history. Yeah. You don't find much of anything there, Chris. Siri and Ansel, give me a strength check followed by a, let me call it diplomacy check. Unless you're going to try and intimidate information out of people.
No,
Intimidate.
it's not going to try and intimidate it out of anyone.
Wow. Okay.
Just try to be friendly.
Yeah. You both earn 1 gold, 5 silver.
Ansel
How
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, well,
falls right off the
I'm
fucking horse.
friendly.
Okay.
Ansel probably manages to go like straight into a horse.
I need both of you to roll 1d5 for me.
No, I didn't want to do that.
That's when you crit, right? Yeah, okay. A 1 and a 5. That's just.
You two are on this big min-max thing right now, aren't you?
Yeah, really.
It's
Yeah,
insane. It's madness.
it's just how we roll. And her,
What was the coinage?
yeah, and Ansel just stepped in, horse manure.
And managed to fall flat on his face while asking the question.
1 gold, 5 silver.
1 gold, 5 silver. Okay.
Bum. Where am I trying to find? I'm trying to find the thing. Where the fuck? And Alex, you gave me an 18. And you got a +2.
I must have made some new friends today.
Yeah, you did. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to Alex in a second. Why can I not find Harrowstone?
Actually, I could use that skill and take the second,
Which skill?
the worldly. I could use my daily worldly.
Okay, you can do that if you want.
So I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I get to take that 20.
Okay. So you guys are sitting around the tavern, lunch stroke dinner, because
Yeah.
you're gonna be there multiple times.
Yeah.
No shit. Siri, the information you gather while you're sitting around chatting with people is that the food at the Laughing Demon isn't all fun and games. It's no coincidence that Zokar serves more corpse chowder after unpopular merchants leave town, never to be seen again.
Oh.
If Zokar invites you into the demon's back room for a complimentary taste of that evening's chowder, watch out. These are rumors.
Oh boy.
That's good to know.
Ansel. Stories that Harrowstone is haunted are just that, stories. The ruins are still dangerous, but what folks think are ghosts are only the nasty vermin that live there. I will again say these are rumors.
Yeah.
Alex, you did some research and you found some stuff. Research. You didn't find anything about the warden specifically, other than this was the warden and his wife. The names you already have, because if you use your eyes, you have the names. What you do find, however, while looking through the information about Harrowstone is the following. Most of the hardened criminals sent to Harrowstone spent only a few months imprisoned, for it was here that most of Ustalov's executions during that era were carried out. The fire that caused the tragedy was, in fact, a blessing in disguise, for the prisoners had rioted and gained control of the prison's dungeons immediately prior to the conflagration. It was only through the self-sacrifice of Warden Hochran and 23 of his guards that the prisoners were prevented from escaping. The guards gave their lives to save the town of Ravengrow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we shall end for the day.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay.